many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. They're working that left side. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Coming after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He leaves it with his back. On the move is the 30. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Heaves it on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a... fingers and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown Sooners! A great catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. It's complete on the right side.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Barnes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final play of the quarter coming. Give to the running back. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 14, Alabama 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air. It's Milroe. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA of the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that were...
And he breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he added the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bowman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with...
Going up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman.
Man, that's a big gain down the field, and the big fellow was wide open. I tell you what, nobody around, the defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took full advantage.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's looking to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
You got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
To the air, it's Milroe. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
2nd down after that incompletion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's long. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. Touchdown Sooners! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right?
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that comes
a shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Using his feet to buy time. On the move, he fires. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To spread it out to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive and they're going to score points in this new age era.
The give to the left. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He makes the connection. Off he goes. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Moving away from pressure. Unleashes one. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, that's a huge completion on 3rd down. And David, he was double covered. I mean, what do you do if, as a coordinator moving forward now, trying to stop this guy from making plays?
I can't tell you how frustrating that is. I got 2 on him. Like, I'm sending resources to stop this guy, and he's still making plays. You got to get more pressure on the quarterback. You got to disguise. You got to do something, but apparently that guy you can't cover, even with 2.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There is no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback adapted. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown tie. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And he tacks on the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They'll start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Haynes. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now, fourth down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 28, Oklahoma 21.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking it.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Absolute shame. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
The score, Alabama 28, Oklahoma 21.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short long-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll give it to him again. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Working that left side now. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Hit as he throws. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He He's going to bring it out from deep. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on it today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback.
Lets it fly. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. How about this for starting field position? First and goal from the 2. Going to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was no go outside, and there was the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Let's go. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to get to him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really didn't help the quarterback out there. Normally you're thinking this is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands fast, but that was a very slow developing route concept. I think that's the biggest reason he got sacked.
Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Makes the grab over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass. It's Arnold. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. On a little time, lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. bulldozes his way through. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.